Architects. Now look at here, shorty, you know what I've been through. I'm a food stamp baby, bitch, you thought you knew. My first home was Crystal Lakes next to MLK, building 7 all day. I'm just saying, the struggle is real. Watch my mama on her deathbed and my daddy take his last breath. What I've been through wasn't perfect, but I thank God for pulling me through. Cause bitch, I'm from the mud. I don't look like what I've been through. Not so much in my life, chasing my dreams, that's what I have to do. Say I don't look like what I've been through, no. I say I'm from the mud, and I say it just because Hollywood, Florida, always show your girl love. Bitch, I'm from the mud. I say, bitch, I'm from the mud.
Okay, I've been there, done that, hit rock bottom, had to bounce back. Growing up, I got laughed at. I used to cut class and sell nickel bags. Trapping before we had internet, I'm never scared, always coming in last. Jumped off the porch, had to get off my ass. I got on the road, had to take me a chance. Yeah, I didn't really know pops, had to fend for myself when I got on the block. Yeah, I was still learning a lot. Yeah, getting profiled by the cops. Yeah, mama was slaving a lot. They ain't paying enough, she gon' shorten the register. Did a little time, still ain't giving up. I was 14 when they sentenced her. I'm overpaying my dues. I was expected to lose. I calculate all of my moves. I come from the mud, so my trophies is jewels. You know I don't got a stain on me. The blessings, they always rain on me. Staying 10 toes, how I was raised, homie, and my family would never change on me.
I'm from the mud. I don't look like what I've been through. Not so much in my life, chasing my dreams, that's what I have to do. Say I don't look like what I've been through, no. I say I'm from the mud, and I say it just because Hollywood, Florida, always show your girl love. Bitch, I'm from the mud. I say, bitch, I'm from the mud.
I'm from the mud, baby. Roll that dice, baby. From Hollandale to Liberia to 91st Street. That was my life. Gotta think twice. Say I experienced since I found Christ. Was cold as ice. I sacrificed. Came a long way. Had to pay that price. Thank God I'm free. See masterpiece instead of property. Put a load of gifts, never bother me. Lost a lot of homies, now it's RP. Had a switch side stories. Surrounded by sad poetry. No recipes in my artistry. No sport fooling my prodigy. I forgive Judas that crossed me. Got no time for the misery. Ain't no space for the company. And I sip on my own tea. Then they won't force, so I pray for peace. I'm from the city, diversity. And the opinion words never hurt me. And refute those trying to
bitch, I'm from the mud. I don't look like what I've been through. Not so much in my life, chasing my dreams, that's what I have to do. Say I don't look like what I've been through, no. I say I'm from the mud, and I say it just because Hollywood, Florida, always show your girl love. Bitch, I'm from the mud. I say, bitch, I'm from the mud. From the mud.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus, baby. The missus with the kisses. Baby, what's goody? What's goody in your city? It's all good over here on my block. My block, baby. We good. We good over here. Thank y'all for coming. Monday was, it was a lot. It was a lot on Monday, but baby, we made it through. We had a special announcement. Shout out to the special Shout out to God. Yes, special announcement was that I basically let you all know that we got PGT Time Studio. Yes, we have Tea Time Studio. I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed. I cannot wait to show it to you guys. We still have some more things that we have to do. So I'm sure if y'all was watching, if y'all was on my page, I'm finna pull it up now. But we gotta go fund me. We gotta go fund me. We gotta go fund me, baby. So make sure y'all donate if you guys would like a receipt, because you do know that we are 501c3, baby. 501c3 nonprofit organization. So please, 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 if you're able to donate, please donate. If you can't, it's all good. It's all good. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. Help Peach Tea Time Studio come to life. Come to life. All right. So make sure y'all check it out. It's on my page, on my personal page, and on the Peach Tea Time business page. All right. So make sure y'all check it out. All right. That was Daniqua. Shout out to Daniqua. Daniqua is a nominee, baby. She is a nominee at the Yo ATL Raps. Yo ATL Raps Award Show. We all know that Peachy Tea Time is nominated just as well. And we got a special announcement tonight. We got another special announcement tonight. But first, I gotta bring up my boy. I see Carmen over there. Where's Jason at? Hey, the missus, where's Jason? But don't worry, Carmen. He is in the building.
Yeah, what it do? What up, though?
Say
Carmen,
what's
I see you. How you
up.
doing? How you
Say
doing,
what's
Carmen?
up. Hey.
Welcome in. What up? What up? What up? How y'all doing? What's good? The missus, how you holding up?
I am good. I am great. I'm just so thankful for everything that's going on in our lives
You
right
know
now.
what? 2020. Hey, look, God is good.
You're
G
showing up
O
and showing out.
D. GOOD. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, God is good. God is amazing. I am thankful for all the things that He, you know what I'm saying, put us through, even if through it's through turmoil or it's
Mhm.
through gifts and abundance. You know what I feel me? Like, I love it. I love it. We're in a stage right now of abundance. So let's keep receiving. Let's keep asking for it and watch what's happening. Let's just see what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But
There you
first and
go.
foremost, before we get too deep into everything, I want to say welcome in everybody. Make sure you guys are double tapping that screen, sharing the live, hitting the like button, doing all those fancy things on all of those different platforms that we are on, especially if you are over on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up for us, man. That helps us a lot with the algorithm and our analytics. You feel me? That's how we find out who and why and where people are watching us. Not only that, I need you guys to make sure that you go ahead and hit that bell notification if you're over on YouTube. So when we do go live, your phone get the buzzing and binging and ringing. You hear me? Right. Last but not least, man, make sure you guys go ahead and get us over on Roku. Roku. You know what I'm saying? Over on Roku. And that means that means getting us on the platform, not just trying to find us as a TV show, but find us as a network. When you go ahead and search for all your other networks like Netflix, Hulu, and all those things, you're going to look for us in the same exact place. Look up PGT Time, and that's time spelled with the Y, TYME. And have we told them yet? Like, are we waiting on like something to tell them that you can now get us on?
We're waiting.
Okay, all right, just making sure, just making sure. All
Yeah.
right, so
We're
like I
waiting. That's
said,
another announcement down the line just as well for 2024. But first, we gotta I like to call them the A and B selections. We gotta give our announcements. We gotta give our announcements. So let's get started. Um, do not forget. Do not forget to vote. Please go out and vote right now. Vote yoatlraps.com 2024, baby. PGT time podcast of the
we
year.
trying to take another one, man. We're going back to back. That's what we're
Yes.
gonna do.
Yes.
Back to back.
Yes.
We took it
So
last year. We took it last year.
Mhm. Exactly. So we won Roku TV of the year last year. So
That's
we're
right.
gonna hope and pray that we win podcast of the year this year. And they got some heavy hitters, baby. They got some heavy hitters. All right. Next, drop your track, baby. Live in studio, baby, on PGT time. Calling all the indie artists. Y'all know we spend time with the indie artists on Saturdays, business owners, all that. Comedians, actors, actresses, whoever got something going on. We would love for you to come on PGT time. So you get some exposure, baby. That's
That is what we do. We make sure that we get you as maximum exposure as possible. So come on, drop your track live in studio. You can do it either via email by going to info@pgttime.com or give us a call at 470 and then the number one away.
Yes, that number is 470-620-9916. Okay.
It
And you'll
is.
also be able to schedule a photo shoot, baby. A photo shoot, baby. You know you need that photo shoot. You know you need some headshots. So make sure you hit me up so you come on in studio. Same thing goes for the families. Families, indie artists, business owners, celebrity artists, actors, actresses, comedians, commentators too, baby. We want them all. You know what I'm saying? We trying to show love to each and every person out there in these streets. Okay? Now, the last flyer. The last flight. I just made this fly today. I just made this fly today, baby. We got another announcement in the building. We got another announcement in the building, baby. When I tell you Jason just got some news today, I would tell it, but I had the excitement of telling everything else.
I like the way you do it though. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Your
I
excitement level
appreciate
is
it.
on
I
on the
appreciate
blend.
it.
You
I
right?
appreciate it. But Jason got some news, baby. He got some news today, and he want to let y'all know, baby. Go ahead and let him know.
As you know, man, I'm not only the amazing, beautiful host, co-host over here on PGT Time, but I also do run and host my own show. It's called CTV Radio, the most elite radio station here on over on TikTok and in the Midwest. We the Indie connect the artist to community. Come catch this vibe, you heard? And we're nominated for Internet Radio of the Year, man, over on ATL Rash. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So why y'all voting for us to do podcast of the year here on PGT Time? Also, if you can hit page 5 soon. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be on there soon, but keep checking for it. Page 5, you'll see CTV Radio as one of the nominees of Internet Radio of the Year. Let's go, man.
Let's get
Let's go, man.
it.
Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
I gotta do the sounds too. Thank you
I know
guys.
that's
Thank you.
right. I know that's right. Let me tell y'all something. I was always told at church, grown up, that when you are, I don't want to use the word follow, but when you, Jason, get the comments. They trying to congratulate you, I'm
I
sure.
see him over here. Right.
But when you surround yourself with positive people, and when God is sprinkling on people, He can't help but to sprinkle on everybody that's around
On
you just as well.
everybody else.
Now I remember, and Jason, he can correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember when I first met Jason on Station Head. I was doing the radio. I just started the radio, and Jason was like, "Man, I want to get down with you. I want to get down with you." He was like, "I'm just leaving a group." He was
Yeah.
like, "We got our own podcast going, but it ain't right." He told me everything, but y'all know how I do. Just like my story, I just tell y'all it didn't go good. But it just didn't go good. It didn't work. It didn't work. 6 months down the line, I reached back out to Jason. Jason came on. Jason, I mean, I could be wrong, but Jason was not on TikTok at the time. Were
no,
you? It's big. Okay,
no.
he wasn't on TikTok. He had just ended the thing with the guys. He came on here to Peach Tea Time. He ended up starting CTV radio on TikTok. I think he already had CTV radio going, but he ended up starting it on TikTok. And when I tell you the sprinkle has been sprinkling, baby, it has been sprinkling. And I would,
Rain down
yes,
on me. Let the love just shower. Raindrops rain
yes.
down on me. I'm telling you, I was catching these raindrops. You hear me?
And I promise you, I remember having doing an interview with Sanessa, and She's a pastor.
Wow.
Vanessa came on, and baby, when I tell you, she sprinkled a whole lot of God up on us.
That
And
part.
it
Yeah.
seems like things has
Amen.
really, 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 really been taken off for me and Jason. Ever since she had came on the show. It was already taken off. You know what I'm saying? But she put a little extra sprinkle to it, baby. So shout
Amen.
out to Vanessa. Vanessa, we love you. We thank you for pouring into us, praying with us, just as well praying over us. And baby, your prayers definitely works because everything that she said that she saw within me and Jason is definitely coming to light. So
Yeah.
thank you, Vanessa. We love you,
Thank
girl.
you.
Yeah. So make sure, just like y'all go and y'all vote for PGT time on your ATL raps, go on ahead and vote for your boy Jason just as well. Okay. Radio station of the year. Now, Jason, that's what you put in the message. You didn't put in it. You put radio station of the year.
Well, that's what he put in the message. But when I
Uh-huh.
went to go look for it, you know what I'm saying? My name, the station wasn't there, but the only category was there was internet radio station of the year.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll change that for you because I do have your template. So I'll change it for you and then I'll send it back to you so you can share it on your page.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, y'all ready to get started? Because I have a show for you all tonight. Jason, I didn't play our intro.
We didn't play the intro.
I did not play the intro, y'all. You know we gotta play that intro. That intro is hard. It's hard at the end. It's hard. So we gotta play our intro. So here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform to where it's a plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, they'll best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Me and Jason.
Yeah.
We're gonna clean it.
By the way, I went to go check.
It's on there. It's on there. He said he in the building.
Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Right, y'all see that?
Go vote. Please go vote.
You see that? Yeah, it's in there. It's in there. So
Yeah.
page five, and it's the second category from the bottom. It is called internet. It's called Internet Radio Station of the Year.
Internet Radio Station of the Year. Okay,
and
you
please
guys.
make sure you vote for PGT time as well for
Yes. I know y'all already have voted. Y'all better have already voted already.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
So now y'all just gotta go back and vote for Jason.
Other accounts. I know everybody got 2 emails.
Everybody.
Go dig up that Yahoo email. Everybody remember the Yahoo.
Exactly. Y'all better go on and vote for us. Make sure y'all vote. All right, y'all. We finna get started. I got a show for y'all tonight. We will not be here long tonight, just as well. If you're watching on Roku TV, thank you. I love you guys. And everybody out there on IG. We love you, IG. We love you, Twitter. Y'all out there with us, rocking with us. Facebook rocking with us. And of course, YouTube is out there rocking with us. I love each and every one of y'all. But now we got to get started, okay? Crime, baby. You know how we gets down over here on PGT Time. The brand is about crime. We are a nonprofit organization just as well. So let's go ahead and get to it.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Tonight with breaking news out of Cobb County. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 5 News at 5. I'm Tom Haynes.
I'm Courtney Bryant. A wild chase this afternoon ended in a crash involving a Cobb County school bus carrying students.
Let's get out to Fox 5's Joy Dukes, who's on the scene. Joy, have police told you how this chase started?
Yeah, Tom, Courtney, that crash, or the chase itself ended here in a crash on Cobb Parkway just about an hour or so ago. This is where police say that suspect crashed into a school bus. Police say he was trying to get away from a couple he'd met on Facebook Marketplace as prospective buyers of a car. They say that the couple planned to buy this car at a location a few miles away from here in Marietta. They had $5,000 cash ready, but then the suspects pulled out a screwdriver and demanded they give him the money before he took off. From there, we were the only crews at the scene while this was all unfolding. We spoke exclusively with one of the victims who shared his account of what happened next. Take a listen.
As we came back with the cash to buy the car, he was filling out the bill of sale and then snatched the money and drove off. So we got in our car and followed him throughout up and down Cobb Parkway.
And you can just imagine how chaotic things got from there. And that is where we find ourselves here on Cobb Parkway, where that suspect ultimately ended up hitting a school bus. A bus was carrying 18 students. We're told, thankfully, none of those students were injured, but police showed up very shortly after they arrested him, and now he is facing multiple charges here tonight. We'll have more details on this. You'll hear more from the suspect, the victims there, coming up tonight at 6. That's the latest here live in Cobb County. Joy Dukes, Fox 5.
How frightening for those children.
God said you would not take these for $5,000.
Yeah, man.
You would not take their $5,000. That was the quickest catch caught in PGT time history.
The news was there before the police. She said we was the first on site. Like no one was here, so we're gonna actually talk to the people that had issues.
Bye. When I tell you them folks put their location on for the police and go over there.
Man, instantly caught.
Let's go ahead and put our location on so the police can follow us. Just in case something go wrong.
You know the crazier part is that while he was trying to, steal the $5,000, which is a felony in itself, because now you're stealing more than $1,000. So anything more than $1,000 is a felony. Okay. But once you hit or struck this public vehicle, the school bus, and 18 kids that was on the bus, that's a charge for each child that is on that bus.
Yeah, he didn't even get nowhere. You got down the street and crashed.
Right. You could have had $5,000 in your hand and that'd have been it. Instead, you chased. Oh man. Just take the 5K and go do something else. Flip it.
Look, welcome to Atlanta.
Man, I was about to say, ain't that right up the street? When we just over when I was there?
Yeah, I took you on over there on that side of town. That's a doggone shame. That's a
doggone shame.
But you know what else is a shame? That this daddy right here ain't ish. Here we go.
With the court appearance for a father accused of kidnapping and starving his daughter to death. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant.
How you gonna kidnap somebody and don't even feed them and it's your own child? How is you gonna kidnap your child?
Boy,
and then start.
What kind of drugs are you on?
He do look like a drug addict. Now that you say it,
You gotta be.
You kidnap your child and starve them. You might as well left that baby right on over there with their mama or grandma
Had
or
a way
whatever they
better
was.
chance. At
A
least she would have
way
ate.
better chance. This is ridiculous. Here we go, y'all.
With the court appearance for a father accused of kidnapping and starving his daughter to death. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Rodney McQuay asked to be released from jail on bond, but a judge turned him down. Fox 5 I-Team reporter Johnny Edwards was at the Fulton County Courthouse today for what turned out to be a short hearing. Johnny?
That's right, Courtney. It's no surprise that Rodney McQuay will stay behind bars. Among the arguments used to keep him there, his refusal to cooperate with authorities before his 4-year-old daughter's death. And that's one of the questions this case raises. How could a father accused of kidnapping his children keep authorities at bay by refusing to answer his door?
None of the children were potty trained. They were essentially being held at that residence, locked in their rooms for extended periods of time, without food, without water.
A young father accused of the unthinkable, keeping his 3 small children in squalor, locking them in separate rooms without food or water, while he left the house for long periods, watching them with surveillance cameras, until one of them died. A detective who viewed the body described 4-year-old Treasure McQuay as, quote, just pure bone. Her father, Rodney McQuay, faces 15 felony charges, including malice murder. When his attorney asked for bond Tuesday, the prosecution brought out his long criminal history, like how he's accused of beating the children's mother.
I am going to deny his bond, motion for bond.
The prosecutor said that after Treasure died, McQuay kept on badgering her mother.
Since the defendant has been in custody, he has attempted to contact the biological mother 46 times. And also attempted after the 4-year-old child was deceased, but before he was arrested on the charges that he is before the court today, he also attempted to take out a warrant on the biological mother.
The hearing was over in 11 minutes.
I think he's a danger to reoffend and danger to the community based on his criminal history, and also a threat to intimidate witnesses.
While the criminal charges may be horrific, our review of police and DFACS records raised big questions. Mainly, whether authorities could have saved Treasure if they'd only gotten past her father's front door. The Fox 5 I-Team has learned Atlanta police now doing an internal investigation into their own conduct in the case. That's because in the months leading up to Treasure McQuay's death, caseworkers from the Division of Family and Children's Services asked police for help at least 3 times after the father allegedly snatched Treasure and her 2 brothers from their mother in Maryland.
Atlanta 911.
Fulton County warrants show that at her death, Treasure weighed just 24 pounds, described as extremely malnourished and dehydrated.
Well, I'm trying to get an ambulance over here for a baby that's not breathing.
It all happened beyond this front door. According to the charges, a house of horrors for Treasure and her brothers, ages 3 and 5. The children locked in their rooms. Cameras aimed at their beds. The only food inside? Some expired eggs and expired milk. The children watching as their father allegedly beat their mother and their 8-year-old half-sister. Our review of case files found the Georgia Division of Family and Children's Services had been involved with the family since 2021 over reports of domestic violence. DFACS removed the children from the home in June, placing them with their mother, who had fled to Maryland. McQuay is accused of traveling there and snatching the children back, even returning the children to the same duplex DFACS had called deplorable just 11 days earlier, where the children had, quote, appeared extremely hungry. But according to police and DFACS records, when they went looking for the children, McQuay wouldn't answer his door.
I did go out to the residence this morning. There was someone opened the door, answered the door, and then closed the door.
Those failures to find the children came up in court Tuesday when the prosecutor listed all the times McQuay dodged DFACS workers, including dates after the alleged kidnapping.
July 18th of 2023, July 25th of 2023, August 3rd of 2023, August 4th of 2023, October 26th of 2023, 2023, October 25th of 2023, and November 15th, 2023, almost a month before the 4-year-old child was found deceased.
Now, our investigation found some cases where defects called the Atlanta Police Department for help, but police apparently didn't show up or took an hour and a half or more to arrive. We've asked APD for comment, but the department declined, citing its ongoing internal investigation. Russ, Courtney?
Just devastating to hear the details coming out of that.
The mama failed this baby. The daddy failed the baby. Defects failed the baby. Defects, y'all all need to go to hell for this one.
Well, you know,
ain't nothing. Well, if they had to go this many times, Jason, and this man ain't brought these kids out, police need to be up there.
There you go. From what I know and understand, from I don't know anything about defects. I don't know anything, but from what I'm just hearing, right, and just common sense, right? It's like it sounds like they can't do much. It ain't like they can barge in and change it. All they can do is keep making documents, right? The paper trail,
yes,
and
that's what defects is,
right? And
but
it's
they can
exactly
also
what they did.
On and call 911,
which they did.
How many times?
3.
They said one. That 3 ain't enough.
I hear you, but after the first time, police should have done something, and then the second time they should have been enforcing a little bit more. Afterwards, after finding out that he took them from Maryland, right? Like if the police were called anytime after that December or after the 23rd or not 23rd, anytime in 2023 when he wasn't supposed to have them all of 2022 and 2020, then they should have been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Police should have been doing it. So that's the issue of police. Everyone else did everything they were supposed to do. Moms was like, I'm out of here. She moved to Maryland, got the kids. But old boy found her.
Okay, he found her, stole the kids back. She should have been on 911 in her car, chasing him to wherever he was going back to. And this nigga got the nerve to have Merry Christmas on the door.
Merry Christmas to me. That audacity. But no, that
and you in there with them kids. But how long have them kids been there, Jason? For this girl to be malnourished.
That part, a long time. A 4-year-old being 24 pounds is crazy.
Exactly. So they all dropped the ball. I'm sorry. They all, from mama on down. There's no way this child should, if this child was really kidnapped.
Yeah.
This child should not have been in this household all that time, being malnourished, and then all of a sudden y'all can find him.
Now,
get in the door.
I agree with you, but I also give her grace because she's like, we got to remember, I'm a parent, right? But
exactly, Carmen.
I'm a parent, right? And I get the fight and the struggle. And I'm gonna have to go out. Like you gonna have to go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying, unalive me from trying to take my kids. You feel me?
Exactly.
And I feel like she was probably, you know what I'm saying, really beat on enough to where her life is in fear. She did all that she could do. And once he popped back up, that the terror that probably was on her was like, yo, and the kid was and he took him, right? And then she did everything else that she could do. Call the police, got all the people that she needed involved, and it was just the state, right? We're looking at the people of the state that aren't doing their job correctly, which caused this to happen. Because she's been beat on for over 4 years with this man. You know what I'm saying? And the stepchild. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of trauma that's going to be ensued in all that, and not allowing her to be captain, you know what I'm saying, supermom. You feel me?
Okay, but still just let him keep the kids then? He done beat on you, came and kidnapped your kids, and
she did what she was supposed to do. She did what she called the police. I called the police. What else about to do? I called the police.
Go up there where your kids at, take that risk. Unalive me too.
That part.
I'm not gonna let you take 3 of my kids, and one of them, you've had these kids long enough for one of them to get malnourished.
That part.
And I'm not on your ass. Whatever.
Right. And you got to, but now she got to sit and wait for the police to do what they did, and they didn't do anything. And you can hear the frustration in the what is it called? Apex or ADEC? What is it called again?
APD. Oh,
No,
defects.
defects. You can hear the angst in their voice of like, we got to do something. Woo, woo, woo. And the police never did anything. Like, there should have been warrants. There should have been, interrogations. There should have been all the stuff that police should be doing. But it seemed like they dropped the ball heavily. Right? Yeah, kicking indoor. But they dropped the ball heavily. But you know what the thing is too, is that sometimes while we talk this talk, we also have to talk on the law. And with it being that he is their parent, that is still not in some spaces and sorts, that's not considered what is it called? Kidnapping. That's your child. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the issue is, nor could they. But I'm just saying that if they didn't have a paper trail of all the things that this man did to them over the years.
And they definitely had a paper trail.
They definitely had a paper trail. So off the strength of the one paper trail of him beating on them and having, that kind of reported, soon as they called the police should have been over there knocking down that door and taking them kids away and putting them in the system.
Exactly. I agree. Until mama can't afford to drive down here and get them or fly down here and get them.
That part.
That's it.
So they didn't do that. And that's a big drop on the police department.
Somebody need to be fired. That's all I know. Somebody need to be fired.
Yeah.
Shoot. I got this baby gone like that. All right, y'all. Let's move into our main topic for the night. Before we get into our Wednesday night commercial. Your 17-year-old and his homeboy go to the gas station. They're young, still in school. They go to the gas station, and on their way walk to the gas station, let's just say, everything is allegedly on PGT time, okay? Allegedly. And also explicit language. But let's just say they walking, talking about stealing. Man, I'm hungry. I ain't got no money. I want a snack. Well, come on, let's go to the gas station. Go to the gas station. They ain't got no money, so they got to steal. They chose to steal. I'm not going to say they got to steal. They chose to steal. And one person, the 17-year-old, stole a bag of chips. The clerk proceeds to follow them out of the door. But he didn't follow them down the street, just followed them out the door. They got to arguing. Young boy's probably like, nah, we ain't steal nothing, man, whatever. F you. You ain't ish. You know how these kids is. They don't care. They don't have respect for a lot of folks. You know what I'm saying? They go on ahead, go about their business. Well, store clerk decides, I'm finna jump in my car and follow them. Over a bag of chips.
That's wild.
Finds them, get into an altercation again, and either the clerk pulled the gun, but the 17-year-old had a pistol too. And he shot the clerk and killed the clerk. Now this young man, his friend free. He ain't steal nothing. He good. But the 17-year-old who you see above my head, Mr. Mario Young, he's locked up right now. And they are trying him as an adult. Here we go.
We are back now with that teenager charged with murder in the shooting death of a convenience store clerk in Humble. He is scheduled to be back in court today.
So this all started essentially over a bag of chips. We're told the teen was inside the store, stole a bag of chips, left the store, and the clerk actually left, got in his car to follow them, and that's when he was shot. It seems likely that 17-year-old, or actually at this point we do know, 17-year-old Mario Young is claiming self-defense in this case. So this morning we have criminal defense attorney Casey Garrett here joining us this morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you.
So we know Texas has a stand your ground law here in the state. How can you prove self-defense in this case? Because obviously we were just saying the clerk was following the teen when he was shot.
Sure. You know, what's tricky about these cases as they come in like this is we don't have all the information. Yeah. There's a couple of things that could be at play here. The clerk was in a car. These teenagers appeared to have been on foot. If there's some evidence that comes up that they were being chased by the vehicle and felt in fear, that's one thing they could respond to with force. And then these allegations that the teenagers have put forth that the clerk Clerk was armed and shot first. We don't have any evidence of that yet. Time will tell on that, if there was a gun found in the car or if there's proof of any other gunshots from a gun that the Clerk might have had. But of course, that would definitely trigger self-defense.
I meant to add that they said that the Clerk pulled his gun on them first.
Sure, but time will tell. Right. We gotta find out if there actually was a gun on the Clerk or in his car.
So if they were being followed and if they can prove that he had a gun, what do the teens need to show then in that moment? Do they just need to prove that they were in fear and that may be enough?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it. First of all, backing up just a bit, the Clerk had a right to try to recover the property. Now, the issue, of course, for all of us is it's a bag of chips.
Right.
And that kind of changes things a little bit. But should it? That's the question. If you're stealing somebody's property, you should expect to be pursued. And you have a right to recover your property. You have a right to pursue somebody for your property. What you don't have a right to do is use excessive or deadly force to recover a bag of chips in the middle of the day. And so to answer your question, the teenager would have had to have felt in fear, have a reasonable belief that force was immediately necessary on his part to protect his own life. So there would have to be some show of deadly force by the Clerk, such as a gun or the vehicle. Depends on the facts as they play out.
I know we're talking about self-defense here. Is there a difference when it comes to a public place versus somewhere that's private?
Not really. I mean, you have a right to defend yourself against force or deadly force wherever that may happen, in a bar, in your home, on the street, in a store. If you have a reasonable belief that force is immediately necessary to protect yourself, you can do that, or to protect a third party. Again, what's missing here, what we will find out in the days and weeks to come, is exactly what transpired during the pursuit. The pursuit itself is okay as long as there was no use of deadly force. If there was, then you have a right to protect yourself.
And it may all be on video, and we don't know that. They may have all of the video evidence they need to prove their case one way or the other, depending on the side. What do you hope we all take away from this case? It is truly a tragedy on all sides.
It is. It is. The police chief said that. Here are all of these lives. The impact crater is huge, right? They all have family members. The stakes are so high. I mean, the takeaway, it's difficult. It's the great, philosophical question, right? Do we blame the thief? Or do we just say, hey, it's a bag of chips, de-escalate. I don't want this to turn into something crazy. I mean, you could argue both sides, couldn't you? Right? I mean, what started the chain of events? The stealing, if that's in fact what happened, or the pursuit. It's a question. That's why we have juries and jury trials and a legal system that vets out those facts to determine, but bottom line is it's a tragedy all the way around.
Yeah. For sure. And I'm sure a lot of more information will come out on this on the days and weeks and months ahead.
That's
Casey
right.
Garrett, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you, guys.
All right. Now, we do have a couple more clips on this just as well, but I want to play that one first so we all get a full understanding, before we give our commentary on it. This is definitely an unfortunate situation. And it's hard to say, well, I think this should happen, or I think that should happen, but we all still have our own opinions. Now, I did see another clip that I wasn't able to play on here where Fox Soul, so y'all look that up, Fox Soul. I can't think of the man's name, but I watch it a lot. He's a black guy. And he had someone, an attorney or somebody that was on there on the show, and he asked them, did the Clerk have a gun on him? And they told him yes. So allegedly, I got to say allegedly on the show, but I know what I saw and I know what I heard. And they said that the Clerk did have a gun on him. To me, in a situation like this, they're going to need cameras. They're going to need cameras, a witness, something. Because if that man pulled the gun on him and he had a gun, then, like they said, stand your ground. He just shot the Clerk first, but he saved his own life. But we talking about 17-year-olds that was just out there stealing. Regardless if it was a bag of chips or a piece of gum. Don't put your hands on nothing that don't belong to you. If you don't have enough money to pay for it, don't touch it. It's that simple. Don't touch it. But he touched it anyways. So I need to see what happened. Why did the clerk follow him for a bag of chips? These kids, to me, knows this clerk. This clerk must have seen them stealing before for him to take that risk and get in his car and follow them. So that's how I feel on it. That's my take on it until I play these other two clips. Jason, what you feel? What's your take?
I'm going another route, man. Gas stations, corner stores are staples of a community. If you live in the inner city, you're fed off of that. Especially if you in the young adult age, anywhere between 13, 19.
Okay.
You've been known to take your $5, $10 and go buy shit at the store. It is a responsibility of the store owners to know the people of their community. They ain't coming in like this is their community, bro. They walk there. So these kids have been there a multitude of times. So at this point, you should know. Yo, Mario, what up, bro? What up, Ock? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Shit, chilling. What you got? What you got on you? You know, no shit. You sure? You need them? You want it? Here, have them, bro. Next time, just come in and ask, bro. Like that is what the purpose of the community is for, bro.
Exactly.
And if they out here stealing for it, that means they need it.
Exactly.
You don't gotta go chase them down for that, man. Take the loss. It costs
I
you
wouldn't
pennies.
even call the police on them.
It costs you pennies in order to have them chips there. It don't even matter if they were doing it weekly. You still ain't gonna go into the red. You ain't gonna go into the margin, like the negative of your loss prevention budget for them taking chips. I don't care how many kids. I don't care if you're next to the high school and the high school kids get out at 4:30 and 10 kids come in and always something missing. Oh well, bro. That's just the nature of the beast, bro. It's the nature of the beast, bro. That's why you got loss prevention. That's why you have the pluses and minuses. That's why you have your margins and your you know what I'm saying, your money deductions. Like you pay attention to that stuff. And if it happens, it happens. You find better ways to eliminate the process. A, talking to the people when they come in. B, helping them out easily to get them in and out. You know what I'm saying? But you don't allow as a business owner for your clerks to say, let me take this in my hands and be a vigilante. Let me go get this bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, these Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch, or you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like don't go get these chips back because it's gonna help out your margin. It's gonna stop them from coming in and stealing. That ain't gonna stop them. They did it once, they're gonna keep doing it because they know they can do it.
Exactly.
Either just give it to them or find better ways for them to actually pay for the shit, man. Give them a job. Have them work there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Help them niggas out.
You ain't been
They're part of the community, bro. Do you know? Look, man. I'm gonna put this on my mama. I put this on my children. I've done exactly what these kids did at the neighboring corner store of my own, and I got caught. Old boy was like, "Bro, you got to stop. You want me to go tell Mom Dukes? You want me to, you know what I'm saying? You want to get in trouble that way, or you want to come down here and work for me? And you know what I'm saying? I can give you a couple dollars and you can buy what you want. Stock these shelves for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Come here, or just don't do it no more. Ask the old heads outside. Find a way to get this money. What I end up doing, I went and shoveled and raked shit to go get what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think. But now here's my thing. I just don't think that he should have left the vicinity to go retrieve a bag of chips. Now I get the law and I get the opportunity for you to go retrieve your shit. If it's above $100, maybe cool. But it's literally $1.49, player.
I mean, even at $100, you know, I'm not chasing nobody. We are in a whole nother time now. Every time somebody come in there stealing, you better think they got a gun on them. If they don't, just think they do, and let them go about their business.
Let them go about their business. And now the thing is right or wrong, right or wrong, because you're right. No, everybody's going to argue the theft part of it. He shouldn't have been still. You don't know what's on that boy heart. You don't know what was happening to him. You don't know how he not eating and eating. We just did a show. I mean, granted, she's 4 years old, but we just did somebody that starved. Little nigga gotta eat. It's quick to go ahead and throw a bag of chips in your shit and then walk out. Like it is what it is. But at the end of the day, my man's had to protect himself. This clerk followed me home. Once I turn around and see a vehicle that I ain't never seen, I see that. Is that the clerk? I'm in threat. It's instant. It's instant. It's instant.
I tell you, me and my homegirl, we would be like, is that I know this clerk is not following us over these bags of chips. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? I got caught stealing before. They wasn't as nice to me as they was to Jason. I was like 15 years old, and I was stealing I wasn't at a corner store. I was at a place like my Walmart, but it was called Myers.
Oh, the Myers? You at the Myers?
You remember Myers? You from Michigan. Shout out to Myers. With my homegirl. My mom was in the hospital. My dad was working. And I was staying with a family friend, my god sister actually that passed away. I was staying with her mom while my mom was in the hospital. And me and my god sister's niece, who's me and her same age, we went with her grandmother to Myers. And we racked up $3,000 worth of stuff.
Nigga.
In my pockets. Keychains, candy bars, lip gloss. You name it, it was in my pockets. And to this day, I was 15 years old when that happened. I am 44 years old. If I saw that woman today that stopped me at the door, I would still know who she was. That's how scared I was. They was making those balloons. You remember them stuffed balloons?
Mm-hmm.
They make them and they stuffed animals and all type of stuff inside of it. That's what they was making, y'all. And after we done got everything we needed in the store. And let me say this. This was the bad part about it. They had these big, huge trash cans stacked up on top of each other by the keychains. This is when keychains was in. And I remember I was clear as day. I'm stuffing them in my book bag. Stuffing them in my pockets, stuffing earrings in my pockets, everything. And I said, Erica, somebody's looking at us. Somebody's looking at us between the garbage cans. You know what Eric said? You know what Eric said? Don't worry about it. Go ahead, keep going. Okay, and I kept on going. When we got to them balloons, we said we just gonna wait right here by the door until her grandma come. Baby, them two women, undercover folks, came before grandma came.
That part.
They said, can you please come with us? Y'all, I think my legs got weak. My heart got weak. My legs got weak. I think I had a headache all at one time. I don't even have headaches. But baby, you would have thought that I had killed somebody and the police came and got me. I was furious. I was so afraid. And baby, they took us into this room. Grandma came. I'm like, okay, I ain't finna go to jail. They ain't gonna call the police. This ain't my mama. So I'm good. Ain't my grandma either. But I'm good. Baby, them folks said, she can't leave unless we talk to her mama or her daddy. I knew they weren't gonna get in contact with my daddy because he was at work. But for them to call my mama while she laying up in the hospital, to tell her that your daughter was caught stealing $3,000 worth of stuff. Jason said $1,000. Over $1,000 is a felony.
That part.
I had three of them things.
You went big. You know what I'm saying?
My mama they put me on that phone. I guess my mama told them put her on the phone. I got on that phone and I would never forget that conversation. Mama P said, listen, and don't you say nothing but yes or no. I didn't say anything. That wasn't a question.
Because you wasn't a question.
She said, and Erica, if you watch it, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I ain't never told Erica this story. Mama P said, tell me the truth. Did Erica encourage you to do this? Yes. Yes.
Oh, you out here snitching. Golly.
I was home free. I ain't getting no whooping. Nothing.
Oh, shit. Peachy.
I ain't get nothing. But yelled at. That's it. But I did, hey Kevin. But I did have to go to we had to go to court to like the little magistrate thing, and they ended up throwing it out. They ended up throwing it out, thank God. I never stole again. That was my lesson learned, and I just pray to God that my kids decide not to go down that route. I see y'all. That everybody is in here cracking up laughing.
Cracking up. You funny. That's why you funny. Hey, but here's what I'm gonna do, right? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring it full circle, right? Damn near 7 out of 10 kids has taken something that they didn't purchase.
Exactly.
I don't want to put this on anybody and everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because some people probably haven't, and good for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure someone has taken something that they did not purchase, whether knowing willingly that it was doing wrong or didn't know, right? Because you could have been young enough and you just didn't know, right? We've all done it. You know what I mean? That don't mean either, because here's the thing: when we really think about this, right? Think about on the other side when we look at the Tamir Rice, and we look at all these other guys that had lost their life for candy bars or what's assumed to be Skittles that they did or didn't pay for, or they were trying to sell candy on the side. Like when we look at the other side of the demo, then it's a bigger look. It's a bigger thing to pay attention to, because we're taking things just a tad bit too serious when some things don't need to be taken that way. Theft is a lesson to be learned. So if you're caught, you teach a lesson, and you can do that by talking to someone and still allow them to have the product. You know what? Please don't do it again. Don't come into my location. Or if you're going to come to my location, man, you can ask me. At this point, bro, I don't want anything to happen to you or me. You can ask me. If you out on your ass, bro, because you taking a bag of chips, just ask me for it. I'll give it to you. I'm a part of your community. You feel me? I'm a part of your community. I'm here to service you guys as part of your community. You dig? I'm not here to take from y'all. I'm not here to make it a burden. I'm here to feed y'all and give y'all convenience. This is a fucking gas station and convenience store.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I hope he makes it off and doesn't have anything, because now he can go ahead and live a fulfilled life, and hopefully this changes his mindset and give him power to get back to the community in a proper way, that I beat the case. I just hope so. I would hate that we be doing this show 3 years from now and we see another Mario Young and be like, ain't that the one? You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't learned. I would hate that. But I would love to hear that he did change and go, you know what? We gonna get to the, like, I remember not having that money to get it. Let me get it. Let me show you. Because it is way better ways to do that. Way better ways. I will say, first and foremost, I just think that's ludicrous that person, like the clerk, went after him. I really think that's ludicrous. I don't know what point you got to prove. You'd be like, I stopped her from taking a bag of Doritos. I don't know what point you got to prove.
Exactly. But let's get into this next clip, y'all. We're still sticking with the story of Mario Young. For those that's just pulling up, sliding in on us, Mario Young is being charged with capital murder, tried as an adult, and hopefully he will be able to walk home. Walk right on out them doors. For the simple fact, he was chased. Well, I ain't gonna say chased. He was followed. He was followed by the clerk. He was followed by the clerk. The only thing is, we haven't seen any cameras. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know if this clerk actually pulled the gun out first, or if Mario pulled the gun out on the clerk. Now if the clerk was just following him, and Mario said, "Didn't I tell you to quit following me?" Pow, pow, pow. Then yes, Mario need to do some time. You know what I'm saying? Because he shouldn't have shot him. But if this clerk literally followed him and pulled the gun out on him, stand your ground, baby. Stand your ground. But again, I do hope he get off. Because at the end of the day, it was just a bag of chips, baby. A bag of chips.
PSA. You know what I'm saying? By the way, it is a sad thing for the family that did lose
Rest
their
in
loved one.
peace. Rest in peace
It's
to the
extremely
family.
sad.
To the clerk. He was only 42 years old, I believe they said. 42. Yeah, I think it was 42. So rest in peace to him. Our heart goes out to the family. You know, I know the family's sitting up there sick about this one. And I'm sure they're saying the same thing we're saying. Why did you go follow him for a bag of chips? Here we go.
Suspects accused of shooting and killing a Humble gas station clerk over a bag of stolen chips made his first court appearance this morning.
A judge set a bond for 17-year-old Mario Young at $100,000. He is charged with murder. Young and an 18-year-old turned themselves into police last night claiming self-defense.
KPRC2's Rochelle Turner is looking into those claims and joins us live from the Sunoco gas station on Highway 59. Rochelle.
And Andy, those two teens told community activist Cornell X that they believe the clerk had a gun and he fired first. I took those claims to KPRC2 legal analyst Brian Weiss, and he had a much different perspective.
This may not be the answer our viewers expect, may not be the viewer some of our viewers may want to hear, but there is nothing in the Texas Penal Code in Chapter 9 that deals with the right to use deadly force that I can see that would preclude these two defendants, based on the story they are likely to tell, that would keep them from not asking a Harris County jury to acquit them based upon self-defense.
Humble police released this video of the two suspects allegedly stealing a bag of chips before the clerk confronted them. As the teens walked away, police said the clerk got into his car and followed them. Police said the teens started shooting at the man. He was hit by one of the bullets and died. The teens told a different story and claimed it was self-defense. I asked KPRC2 legal analyst Brian Weiss what would happen next in the case.
The first time I heard about this case through the national media, my initial take was, my goodness, that video is going to be worth 10,000 words if a picture's worth 1,000. But when you look at it, it doesn't shed nearly as much light on what ultimately happened as what we don't know. I want to know what happened on there on the Will Clayton Parkway. Did the store clerk have a gun? Did he display it? Did he fire it? Those are the kinds of critical questions that a Harris County jury is going to want to hear if these two young men tell the story that would likely entitle them to an instruction on self-defense. Does that mean they'll be acquitted? Make no mistake, that's a tough sell to a Harris County jury, but it's certainly within the realm of legal possibility.
Right after our 5 p.m. hit, the Humble Police Department released a statement saying that the 18-year-old was questioned and is not facing any charges at this time. The police department went on to say that they will not make any further comments on this ongoing investigation. Now, as for the 17-year-old, Mr. Young, under his bond conditions, if he posts that $100,000 bond, he will have to remain on house arrest. He cannot possess any weapons and he cannot have contact with the victim's family. Now, we did speak to the victim's family today. They were not ready to talk to us on camera and asked for privacy and prayers. Reporting live in Humble,
has been charged with murder after Humble police say he killed a gas station clerk over a bag of chips.
The deadly shooting happened on Friday at the Sunoco off of I-59 in Humble, and that's where we find Fox 26's Natalie Heed live with what we've learned today. Natalie.
Well, we learned that suspect turned himself in to police last night. He's now being held behind bars on a $100,000 bond. We've also learned that he's now claiming self-defense. Record. The 17-year-old Mario Young appeared in court Monday, accused of murdering a gas station clerk. Authorities say Young is a high school student at Humble ISD who used to work part-time at Subway. He'll now be charged as an adult. Court documents identify the victim as 42-year-old Asif Mcnogia. Loved ones describe him as a nice man who leaves behind a wife and young kids.
No one ever anticipates just going to work that day and not coming home.
Last Friday, around 11:30 a.m., surveillance video from the Sunoco gas station on 59 near East Tex Freeway shows Young and another man walk into the store. One of them appears to steal a bag of chips and walk out a few minutes later. Asif, the store clerk, is seen in the red jacket, confronting the shoplifters outside, hopping in a gray sedan to follow the teens. Humble police say gunshots were fired at the car, and Asif later found dead. A manhunt for the suspects then began. On Sunday evening, Young and another 18-year-old turned themselves into police with the help of community activist Juanel X. Juanel says he was contacted by the teens, who now claim self-defense.
They did say to me that they believe in their mind it was self-defense.
So they believe that the store clerk had a gun?
Yes, they believe the store clerk had a gun and that he pulled his gun first.
Humble police say the other teenager that turned himself in was questioned and released with no charges. They believe that Young is the one that actually pulled the trigger. He is due back in court tomorrow morning. In Humble, Natalie.
You know what I'm interested in? The young lady made a statement. So the very first clip, the young lady made a statement of that. I think there's two ways to argue this. One would be the gun. That'd be the best way. So if the clerk at some point did garnish a gun or, you know what I'm saying, like wave a gun or show a gun or whatever the case may be, and then Young did what he did, Mario did what he did, like that's the best. But the second one would be that very last clip when they were on the side of the building and they kept walking, and it seemed like there was more, you know what I'm saying, engagement between the three. You know what I mean? And at that point, the fear factor for me is seeing that man get in his car and come after us in a vehicle. That is a threat in itself as well, with him being in a vehicle, not knowing if he's going to run us over, if he's going to, you know what I'm saying, shoot. Right. So that, I mean, with a good enough lawyer, that could be something that could be positioned. You know what I mean? Because at this point, yeah, he's in a vehicle and who knows what he can do to us while we're walking and he's driving in his car. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know, man.
If there's no cameras, then what?
You know, I
Like,
don't know.
to me, it seems like they have to have cameras in this situation. We talking about Texas, y'all.
Right.
Don't nobody want to get locked up in Texas. Everybody know that Texas is not.
It's hard because that's the highway. I mean, the only thing I can think of where they were at, you got cameras that's on the street surveillance, like the street poles, the corners and stuff. But
Exactly.
I don't know, man.
So,
My heart goes out to that family. My heart goes out to that young man. I hope the best for him.
Exactly. And by the way, I love Quanell X. I am manifesting right now that I have him on PGT Time one day. I love him and his sidekick. I can't think of her name, but I really do love them. He was the one that was on Fox Soul, and he said that the young boys was crying. They regret what happened, and the other boy that is free, all he kept saying was, man, I wish he wouldn't have never took them chips. I wish he wouldn't have never took them chips. He said that's all he kept saying. So they are definitely feeling the pain. But hey,
They don't look like
audit. So
Right.
he probably was a good kid.
That
You
part.
know, he just carried a gun.
To keep himself protected. You can.
Protect himself.
I don't know the age limit in Texas. It seems like it's 17 and up. Like they're like, no one is questioning why he had a gun at 17. Like no one's questioning it at all. Like that's not even a thing right now. It don't even sound like a thing. It's just like, oh, he had a gun. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He was protected. So it sounds as if you can carry at 17. Because I know in other states, you can carry under the age of 21. I just don't know the age limits. that they are. You know what I'm saying? So you can consider carry under the age of 21. I just don't know what that looks like with permits and all that kind of stuff. So he might still be in the right. Like everything might be right, and it's just now they gotta convey if it was an act of self-defense or not.
Okay, so I just looked it up, and it says, excuse me, 21 years old. Normally, Texans must be at least 21 years old in order to get a license to carry a handgun. However, in 2021, HB 918 gave Texans aged 18 to 20 the ability to get a LTC, which is license to carry, if they are protected under certain types of protective orders or magistrate's emergency protective orders.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he was under that extent.
No,
Could be.
He was 17. So, Carmen's so funny to me. Carmen said, I took a Snickers bar when I was 7 years old and got caught. Then them food corner store. They made me take it out of my pants and told me they were going to tell my mama. I am still scared, and all of them have gone to glory.
Ain't no one here to check her. She's still nervous.
She said, wasn't an Indian store asking for a friend.
I don't think so. It's a Sunco. It looked like a bigger brand Sunco instead of a like someone that just owns it themselves. But I don't know.
I mean, he looked like a Habib to me, but I don't know. I don't know. I hope I can say that. Hope that wasn't wrong.
Yeah, you might be getting canceled for that one.
I'm sorry. I apologize. We love Habib and them over here. We do. Jason be setting me up, y'all. He be setting me up. He know I be saying something, anything. He just a setup. And then when we end the broadcast, he go, man, let me tell you. You had me crack up when you said this. That's conversations that we have after. One day I'm gonna let y'all see behind scenes.
You do a blooper reel.
I'm not gonna even. I'm not even gonna tell Jason that it's still going. I ain't gonna even tell him, so y'all can see how Jason be cutting up, acting a fool. Talking about me. Look, talking about me.
Talking about me, right?
But y'all, we're gonna get into our Wednesday commercial. We got just 2 more clips for y'all tonight, and we'll be done. Here we go. Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Jason tonight. Thank you. And if we got a special guest, thank you, special guest. I thank you for coming, sharing your story. But y'all make sure y'all watch us each and every Wednesday, okay? Each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Where you said? You said where? Roku TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, baby. Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Peachy Tea Time spelled with a Y. And make sure you also follow me on all the other platforms just as well. Thank you so much for joining us each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Back to the show we go, baby. We going back. Bye.
This almost a decade in the making. Heather Mack has been sentenced to almost 26 years in prison.
The Oak Park woman pleaded guilty to helping kill her own mother during a vacation in Bali in 2014. CBS 2's Tara Molina was in the courtroom today to close a chapter on a brutal crime that caught national attention.
Heather Mack said tearfully the worst punishment she's had to endure is living every day with what she's done. She apologized to her family members and said if she could take away all of this, she would.
That's the first time I've ever heard Heather apologize, and I did appreciate that.
Heather Mack's family referring to the statement she made in court, tearfully apologizing to them. Mack said in part, becoming a mother herself helped her understand her own mother. The Oak Park native said there's no excuse for what she did, and the worst punishment she's had to endure is living with it. Her sentence, a long time coming. We've been telling you about this case for nearly a decade, and prior to the 26 years Mac will now serve, another sentence. Mac spent 7 years behind bars in Indonesia, where the crime happened at a luxury resort in Bali nearly a decade ago. She was deported to the U.S. after serving that time and was arrested in Chicago back in 2021, charged with conspiracy and obstruction of justice. Last June, Mac struck a plea deal admitting to conspiring to kill a U.S. national, her mother, Sheila Von Weiss Mac. Prosecutors said Mac plotted to kill her mother so that she and her boyfriend, Tommy Schaefer, could access more than $1 million from a trust fund. Schaefer beat Von Weiss Mac to death. Then they stuffed her body in a suitcase and placed it in the trunk of a taxi. He's still serving an 18-year prison sentence in Bali. Mac, who was 18 at the time of the murder, gave birth to her daughter inside an Indonesian prison. She's now 8 years old. Here's Heather Mac's defense attorney, Mike Leonard, on her 26-year sentence.
We certainly didn't want her to continue to be incarcerated, but we're cognizant of the loss here and the facts underlying this case. She's, as you saw, genuinely, extremely remorseful about what happened.
And Heather Mac's attorney told us she will likely serve her sentence here in Illinois or possibly in Colorado. That's where her 8-year-old daughter lives. At 28 years old with this 26-year sentence, Mac won't be eligible for release until she's in her late 40s.
I think she got it good. She shouldn't get out, personally, if you ask me. But she still get out in her late 40s, So it is what it is. Stuff like this, by them bringing her back to the U.S., and this is one of the reasons why I played this. But by them bringing her back to the U.S. and then the U.S. was able to charge her and sentence her to 26 years, why that could not have been done for Shanquella. So what made that different? Because they charged her over there, and you know what I'm saying? She got charged over there. She spent time in jail over there, 7 years. So if the Shanquella bandits, if they would have been charged over there, y'all would have charged them then again over here?
Yeah, possibly, but they couldn't connect the dots in Mexico. And
what you mean they couldn't connect the dots? It was on the video.
You hear what I'm saying? And that's why American authorities couldn't do nothing, because the Mexican authorities was like, we can't see nothing happen. There's not enough evidence. So American authorities was like, I guess there's not enough evidence. But with this one, they was able to find it. They was able to, hone it in, get the conspiracies put together, and they called him over there, had him serve time over there. Once they finished up that time over there, brought him over here, served that time in here.
That's crazy that they did it over there, and all she got was 7 years. But come over here to the U.S., they giving her 26.
That part. Or I guess because she didn't actually, commit it. She just thought the plan up.
But that's still a lot of time compared to over there.
Facts. Big facts. Shows you what America does. America's out here. They outside.
That's sad. So I still hope they get Shanquella friends before the streets get them, because they already been fighting the folks. Every time they go somewhere, they get into a fight with people because of Shanquella. So this is the last clip, y'all. Vegas, baby. We finna go to Vegas. Y'all ready to go to Vegas?
Second home.
Moments of a North Las Vegas pastor's life captured on video is now revealed in a newly filed wrongful death lawsuit. This is the woman accused of killing the pastor, his next-door neighbor, Joe Junio. She is now charged with murder, attempted murder, and child abuse. Fox News' Kim Passoff is live tonight with the details behind those charges.
The pastor's wife, who was also shot that day, filed this 13-page complaint wrongful death lawsuit seeking an unspecified amount of damages, sharing with the world what happened that day that her husband's life was taken, allegedly, by an angry neighbor. This is a screenshot from a video taken by one of the pastor's children, ages 12 and 15,
from inside the family's car as their father, 46-year-old Nick Davey, was shot and killed in front of them. Their mother, Sarah, shot moments later, survived.
Your mind just can't process that.
Fellow pastor of Grace Point Church, Ty Neal, says the family was terrorized for weeks by their neighbor to the point that they had left their home and were staying elsewhere. Neal, who lives nearby, heard the shots that day.
I heard some pops.
It happened December 29th on Lookout Lodge Lane, inside the gated Court of Aliante, a community of townhomes. Court documents say the neighbor confronted the pastor and his family in front of his home after he made complaints about her to their homeowners association. The lawsuit alleges the HOA then told her about those complaints. Though the lawsuit does not name the HOA, it says, quote, the homeowners association knew or should have known that defendant would likely perform violent actions against deceased and plaintiff as a result of ongoing association dispute.
And the lawsuit also claims that Junio did not have a license or permit to carry a firearm. They believe that she borrowed it from someone. They intend to track that someone down and sue them as well. Reporting live tonight, Kim Passoff, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
A GoFundMe for the family has reached $89,000. It has a $100,000 goal. You can find a link on our website on fox5vegas.com.
Boy.
On here.
Boy.
Them draws on. She done shot the preacher. After you going hell. you ain't getting no safety net.
Man, you ain't getting no safety nets. You got out of here.
But you know what gets me is how these youth are really so in tune to their phones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
these kids was able to take a picture while this woman got a gun pointing at their daddy.
Well, they probably was taking video. They got the picture from the video.
You know, it came to their brain instead of crying, screaming, hollering. It came to their brain, or even calling 911. The first thing that came to their brain is, let's get this on video.
Right, you gotta make sure because she been terrorizing them the whole time. So anytime she pop up, they can put them on. Look, but the bigger issue is the HOA. At the end of the day, the HOA is the biggest issue.
No one likes the HOA.
Well, no one, because they're not supposed to tell them. That's like if I lived in an apartment and I found a complaint on, I'm 144, but somebody in 44, which is below me, keep banging on my roof. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I go make a complaint with the office. The office is like, yeah, 144 don't like what you're doing. You got to chill out. And now they can, you know what I'm saying, do more because they know who submitted the complaint. You feel me? Exactly. So the HOA should have never done that because then she would have never known. You know what I mean? Unless she always just had an issue with just them, then yeah, it got figured out, but still.
Exactly. They definitely need to talk to somebody over at the HOA. To see who told, so that they can be fired too. Apparently,
fired and sued. Everybody getting sued.
Everybody getting sued. They done mess with the wrong family. Everybody
they the church. They the church. Everybody suing the church. They already get. Look, they said they want 100,000. They had 89K for the GoFundMe. They ready. This pastor. This is not second pastor. This is not deacon. It's not. This is pastor. Pastor.
He might be a bishop.
They messed up the whole community off of that one. I hope, man, everybody coming for him.
Exactly. So, y'all, that was the end of the show tonight. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, we made a special announcement today that Jason is nominated.
Come on, man. It's up.
Internet radio station of the year, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is the only category for radio, by the way.
The only category for radio. Shout out to Jason.
Yeah, man. And big ups to all the other nominees, man. Big up to all the other nominees, man. It's fun being a part of something awesome like this.
Exactly. And I must give a shout out to Sweeper and Victoria, who is
Yeah, big shout
actually
out to those guys.
hosting, the CEO of Yo ATL Raps. They everything. They is everything. They got magazines out here. Y'all know I was in the magazine just as well for them. They out here in these streets deep. Um, they have taken a liking to Peachy Tea Time. So he actually sends me artists as well, independent artists, even celebrity artists have came on the show, just as well, thanks to Sweeper. Um, the one of the biggest things about Yo ATL Raps 2024 that I'm excited about is that Donnell Jones is being honored on the same night, baby. When I tell you,
That's where you want to be.
that's where I want to be. Exactly. I'm so excited. I'm definitely gonna try to sneak up on him and try to get him on PGT time. Okay, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna try my best because I am a huge fan of Donnell Jones. I do hope he do perform just as well because if he do, I am going to be the one in the building that know all the songs. Okay,
That part.
I don't care who goes along with me. I know all Donnell Jones songs.
I was out. Don't you think we all know it though? Yeah, but
No,
anywho, you know it.
no,
You know.
not like me.
You know the ad libs.
I know it all, baby. I know it all. I still listen to Donnell Jones. To this day, I listen to him. So I'm very excited about that. Again, we made a special announcement on Monday, just as well that I now have Peachy Tea Time Studio, baby. Yes. So I now have a place, a safe haven place where everybody can come and sit down with me, sit down with Jason whenever he come into town, sit down with Pooley. You know, we're gonna do love and relationships on Fridays where we'll have couples to come out with us. We have a good dinner and a movie, baby. We got it going on, Jason. I got my
That sounds fire. That sounds dope.
Yes, I got my cook. I got everything going. Like we are really about to turn up the heat for Peachy Tea Time. In May. In May, we are going to do a walk. We are going to do a walk. Courtesy of Peachy Tea Time nonprofit organization. We are going to be walking for crime victims' families. So be on the lookout for that. It's so much toys for tots this year, baby. We're doing toys for tots this year. And we got a lot going on. I can't tell everything. But what I can tell you is we gotta go fund me. We gotta go fund me.
But I will tell you.
I will tell you that. We gotta go fund me, y'all. Anybody, if you can donate anything at all, $5. I would say $1, but they don't let you put $1. But $5, $10, $20, whatever you can give. Please donate. Again, this is strictly for Peachy Tea Time Studio. Help Peachy Tea Time Studio come to life. I want to read this to you guys right quick before we get off of here. Hello, my name is Miss Peachy. Please join Peachy Tea Time Journey. Peachy Tea Time has established a safe haven, Peachy Tea Time Studio, providing support for families affected by crime. Individuals, I'm sorry, by crime, individuals wrongfully imprisoned, and survivors of domestic violence on a mission to foster healing and resilience. Our loved ones do not have a voice anymore, but their families do. My dream of creating a safe haven for them have came to a reality, but I need your donations to help get better useful equipment, laptops, cameras, lighting, microphones, decor, etc., and other necessary items for Peachy Tea Time Studio. Peachy Tea Time Studio's influence will be to catalyst for positive change within our communities. To have a safe haven for the families will allow the families to start their healing journey as well. There's a profound need for a physical presence when grieving, surpassing any other form of solace. The families will now have a choice of virtual or in person. We can now hug and cry together, y'all, in person. We will have different workshops and programs that will make a difference and a major impact in our communities, as well as help provide job resources and housing resources for released wrongfully imprisoned prisoners and women released from federal prison that center around making wrong choices made at early ages. The studio will also help provide domestic violence resources for women that is in need of our help. Our 501c3 nonprofit organization is in position to help with what is needed. Your donations will make the studio and opportunity a reality. This vision can't be done alone. The donations from each and every one of you is needed, no matter how big or small. Anything given will be appreciated and used strictly for growing Peachy Tea Time Studio, a studio that will help start the healing process for crime victims' families that are in need and much more. Thank you in advance for all your contributions. Remember, anything will help, no matter how big or small. Thank you. All right. That took a lot, but I did it. I did it. I read it. I read that. Yeah, I read it. But seriously,
I am
guys,
once again asking for your financial support.
that was Jason. That was not me. That was Jason. You know Jason crazy. But make sure y'all donate if you can. I just put it up there today, this evening actually. As you can see, we already have a donation, and I am so appreciative. As you can see, it is anonymous. So you can, if you don't want your name up there, you don't have to put your name up there. If for some apparent reason you don't want to put it on GoFundMe, you can also donate through PayPal, Zelle, at info@pgttime.com, or you can send a cash app to $PGT So thank you all in advance. This will be going for a minute, for a while. So, just whenever you got some extra money, please feel free to donate.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Thank you, Jason's cousin. Thank you. I know it don't sound like his cousin, but we all change up our voices from time
We
to
all
time.
change up our voices when we need Lord.
Carmen says, as always, it was a great show. Y'all doing big things over there. Congratulations to you both. Thank you so much. One more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. I forgot to tell you guys. Next month, Jason don't even know this. Next month, okay, y'all want to stick in the building, baby. Next month, we will be having hopefully all three mothers, but I have contacted two of them, and they are all for it. And I need to get in contact with the third one. So for anybody that knows how to research, find people, if you feel like you can do a better job than me, please inbox me so I can give you the information that I'm looking for and you can help me find this person. But Jason, we're going back to your hometown. We're going to the D. We're going to the D. He got it on his head. We're going to the D. A nationwide story. Another nationwide story. We had this story on Peachy Tea Time once before, and it is none other than the three gentlemen that was found dead in Detroit. The three rappers. They was found dead in Detroit. They were in the apartment building, abandoned apartment building, at the bottom with the rats. If you don't remember nothing else, you gonna remember that part right there. And we had Marley's mother. We had Marley's mother on here, Miss Lori Kemp. She came on. I talked to Lori last week. She wants to come back on again to give us some updates. But now she wants to come on, Jason, with the other two mothers as well. They are bonded for life. Regardless if they deal with each other or talk to each other right now, they are bonded for life because of this situation. I was able to talk to Montoya's mother today, and I'm just gonna share this, and then we're gonna get off of here. But Jason, Montoya's mother told me today that she would definitely love to come on the show and everything. But one thing that she said that stuck out to me, and we talked for like 30, 45 minutes. But one of the things that stuck out to me, Jason, was that she said Montoya was on the phone with Marley, and he told Marley that he was supposed to be going with his girl somewhere. Marley said, well, I want you to come on down here and come to this show. She said Montoya, clear as day, told Marley, whichever one come first, that's who I'm leaving with. If the girl would have came first, he would have left with the girl. Marley come first, I'm leaving with Marley. But whoever come first, that's who I'm leaving with. And he wasn't out of prison a whole year.
Damn.
So, yeah, that was deep. That was real deep. And Marley was the first person that got there. He got there before the girl. And he left with Marley, and she said she never seen her son since then. So they will be on the show. Hopefully we can find the third mother. Again, if you are out there and you know how to research and look for people and you can find them like that, please hit me up, inbox me, DM me, call me, whatever, text me, whatever. But I need help trying to find this last person. So, and Jason, I'm gonna give you the information too, so that you can help look for her just as well for me, because I need to reach her. I just don't want to broadcast her name right now on air. Okay?
No problem.
So we are out of here, you guys. I love you guys, and thank you so much for joining tonight. Deuces. You already know where you can find us at. Mwah. Bye. See you Friday for Love and Relationships.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. If you or someone you know that has dealt with the death of a loved one due to gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police, Peachy Tea Time also provides a platform for missing person cases as well as wrongfully imprisoned inmates. Please like and share this video to get the word out, so the families can get their loved ones' stories out. Email peachyteatime at peachyteatime@gmail.com. You can also DM, inbox, or text to 470-620-9916. Thanks for watching.